Looks like a lot of people are commenting that they would also like to see Wee Peter climbs the tree segment because, as you know, Peter Pretorius really does enjoy climbing trees, and with the walks, there's always the comments going on, just people betting if he was going to climb a tree or not that day. So yeah, he does really love climbing the trees. So yeah, there's gonna be different things. Yeah, like some of the other suggestions were kind of like we smell, kind of we taste, we dance, we sing, just a whole bunch of stuff. To where I say that yeah, pretty soon we will probably need to actually schedule in a we sleep, so schedule time for us staff members to sleep to let everybody know that yeah, okay, we're sleeping now, because it sounds like so many different ideas going on. And just once again, I'll just quickly show you that the watering holes are kind of quiet right now here. So yeah, it's just kind of another kind of quiet day at the watering hole here at Wilder.tv at Juma Game Reserve. Yeah, so it's definitely interesting. And I'll just kind of look to see if there's any questions coming in through the email. All right, looks like we had a question from Raven again through the email, to where once again for any new viewers tuning in, or just any of those that might need a reminder of where you can send questions, you can send questions to finalcontrol@wildearth.tv, and you can send those in any time throughout the day, even during game drives. We try to answer some of the questions during then, especially if we come across some of the animal sightings. You can kind of ask us any questions about that, and the person in the FCC directs those to the presenter, and they can decide to answer them or just maybe hold off for a slightly better time. But anyways, Raven was wondering if there's any pigs or chickens in the village for food. I haven't seen any pigs when I went to visit Dixie, and then also went with Brexton one time to a couple of the small little towns. There were roosters just kind of roaming around. So I think we do have chickens for food, and I know Rexon has some cattle himself that I don't know if they use for food or if they kind of sell to be used as food. When he comes back, he's gone for the next few days. He's has some meetings down in Johannesburg, and so he'll be back on Saturday, I believe it is, for a couple days, and he'll be going on leave for a week or two. And yeah, so I will also be going on leave. I think I start either Monday or Tuesday, but I probably won't be going too far. I might just be going to that couch back there just to relax a little bit. And also wanted to kind of comment earlier. I think it was Afamu who was saying good evening, but then kind of spaced out that it was like morning and that I was a little sleepy. I kind of know how the feeling that goes. That was actually one of the toughest things about the job that I worked at. But just previous to Wild Earth was I was a patrol intern for the Georgia Sea Turtle Center, so I was out at night from about 9 p.m. till anywhere up to even like 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the afternoon of the following day, searching the beaches for nesting females, and then later on in the season the hatchling female or the hatchling eggs. And yeah, that was kind of the toughest thing to say because we never knew what to say. We never knew to say good morning, good evening, or good night, because to us when we worked, whoever was working that shift, when we got up at 9 o'clock, would kind of be our morning, but everybody else's evenings, and sometimes we'd actually, there's still be some of the vet staff still there, because this also had a rehabilitation center, and so they'd be saying good evening to us, or they'd say good morning to us, we'd be saying good evening to them, and we'd also interact with a lot of the public on the beaches, and so sometimes in the early mornings we'd be saying like, yeah, good evening, how's it going? And they're like, oh, no, because also during the night, so we'd also stop to talk with some people about some of the procedures for doing care, for being out on the beach during the nesting season. So yeah, it's everybody gets mixed up a little bit here and there, especially I think some of you guys that kind of tune in to are on a lot of the times looking at the programs and up really, really late or up really early looking at this. So it's, yeah, understandable. All right. So got asked a question from Bluebeard. Do you know if any animals from other places will be captured on camera and relayed to Wild Earth? Yeah, we've had that idea as well. I believe we're working on that kind of right now. So yes, we have had that thought. So yeah, we're gonna be working on that. That's one of the things I think going on in Graham's mind. So yeah, and Peter's back from his phone call. Anything interesting?
Yeah, I was just Graham. Seeing that now the GPS is working, putting something else on my list. Actually, you'd spoken about it earlier. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm just teasing a little bit. But it's going to be, again, focused on giving you guys more information about all the things that are going on here. So it's not just broadcasting all the animals and the drives and things like that, but like with the GPS, there's other data that we can add to our broadcast system. So I'm just going to have a first look at that system later today, and then we'll make an assessment, Graham and myself, and then just we'll see how quickly we can get that up and running. A hint, please. No, I'm not going to give you a hint. No, I like teasing it sometimes a little bit. No, but there will be some news on that, I guess, pretty soon. We should. Who's going to the beach? Oh, okay. But yeah, anyway, as I said, we're just trying to make sure that basically you get as much information from here as possible, or that you can. Some people only want to see the drives. Other people are very interested in maps. We saw some people about that. Some comments. Other people might even want to know about other things that are going on in the area. So yeah, we're just trying to set it up as much as possible, and actually, basically the idea is the more information you have, the better you can share the experience that we have here with you. So yeah, it's another step. But yeah, actually, I'm thinking about now how to do it. But so I'm not going to tell you, and I'm also going to stop telling that I'm not going to tell you, because that's a bit mean. So yeah, any other things that came in, or?
So where else come on? Ems was just saying that when I go on leave, I could always go to the beach and search for the turtles. At some point, I'll do that. I would like to see some of the turtles in some of the other locations, because I've seen them on the eastern coast of the U.S. and always wanted to see them in other places. So at some point, I'll try to get out here in Africa to see some. But for the first leave, I probably won't go anywhere too far or do too much, because I'm saving up money, because my second leave actually falls around Christmas time, to where my family will be getting together, and so I'm going to try to go home for that, to be able to see them again, kind of one last time for a long time, because that's going to eat up a lot of my money, and so it'll be nice to kind of see them before I kind of head back here, to where they'll of course always be able to see me, but I won't be able to see them. Because yeah, I'm always kind of popping on to shows here, so it'll be interesting this Saturday to see how many of my family and friends from back home join into the chat, because I've sent them out an email letting them know that I'll be doing an evening chat, and some of them already replied that they're gonna try and be around the computer then, so it'll be interesting to see. Yeah. All right, and I was just wondering about the name for Ed, for the little gecko that's in here, because you typically see just the head. I kind of like that idea. What do you think, Pete? Do you like Ed?
Yeah, Ed is fine. The only problem is yesterday we saw the whole gecko. So now how does that work? Are we going to call it Die because you can only see the body, or or maybe there were two of them, so maybe we can name one Ed and one Die or something like that. But yeah, naming is always interesting. And basically, I think the gecko's not going to listen anyway, so everybody can just give it a name that they like to refer it to, as long as it doesn't get too confusing. But yeah, no, Ed is fine. The only Ed I knew animal is actually, wasn't he a talking horse?
Yeah.
Yeah. Long ago, I saw that when I was still a young Mr. Ed. But we'll see. Actually, the gecko was making some noises yesterday. But I think there were more alarm noises actually, because I was trying to zoom. Well, I can't really zoom in, so I have to move the camera closer to it. And I think I got within its comfort zone. Buddy, okay, yeah, that's another thing. Buddy, that could also be, yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely myself actually not too good at naming animals. I've difficulty enough sometimes remembering people's names, so let alone animals. But yeah, it's always a good thing to just create a little bond or connection with something or an animal if you name it.